I am certain that God, who began the good work within you, will bring it to completion until Christ Jesus returns. Philippians 1:6. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to see you all. What can I say? This year has definitely made me all around a better person. It is amplified compared to all I've experienced in my entire life. By the end of this video, I want you to feel inspired, motivated, and happy. I don't know who needs to hear this, but good things are still happening, and the best is yet to come. We did not come this far for nothing. And that's why I love doing life updates, because on a day-to-day basis, it seems like my life gets harder and harder. But when I sit down and look back, I can't help but notice all the progress being made and all the good things that are happening over time. I'm so glad we get to catch up. First of all, thank you Thrive Market for seeing my platform and supporting my content. I'm happy to work with a brand that I actually use. Ta-da! Thrive Market. It's an online membership-based market that makes healthy living easy and affordable for everyone. Members save an average of $32 on every sale, shopping thousands of food, snacks, beauty products, wine, and more. And all of these products are curated just for members. They make it very, very easy to find and shop for diets like keto, paleo, gluten-free, vegan, non-GMO, and more. Download the app and skip the line. Orders $49 and up get free shipping and is delivered carbon neutral from a zero waste warehouse, which helps our planet. And when you join, every paid membership sponsors a free one for a low-income family through Thrive Gives 1-for-1 membership. I just ordered my necessary skin products, bubble bath. I even got like a vegetable wash spray. I go on a shopping spree, okay? Check the link in my description box to give Thrive Market a try and choose the membership that best fits your lifestyle. They have 1 month or 12-month membership options. And when you join, you can choose a free gift up to $24 in value. I like that you can choose your membership. Personally, I went with the 12-month membership because the price comes down to $5 per month. But if you're not sure if it's right for you, you can give it a try for a shorter period of time. If you choose the Thrive Market annual membership, you have 30 days risk-free. It's definitely come through in this period of COVID. My promotion link is thrivemarket.com/Sophiology. Okay, so time for the gist. I'm gonna go in the same order I did in my last life update. And the first thing I talked about was moving. For those of you who are new to my channel and don't know, I live by myself. I moved out of my parents' house when I was 18 years old, and I've been independent since. I spoke about it already in my last life update. If you haven't watched those, you need to catch up before you watch this one. I love living alone. The place is fully furnished now. Everything is just so glam. It says me. I've been in this apartment for 2 years now, and in 1 week, I'll be packing everything up and moving. I just need more space. I was thinking about moving to a house, and I was this close on making that deal, but after I sat down and thought about it, I'm not ready to leave an apartment. Apartments just make me feel safe. They're more secure. And secondly, being as independent as I am, I've had to do a lot by myself, and I'm ready to just give some responsibility to my man, okay? My new apartment is gonna look like this, but it's gonna have an extra bedroom and an extra bathroom and a very, very beautiful view. I can't wait to show you guys, so be on the lookout for an empty apartment tour. The next thing I wanna talk about is mental health. This year has not been easy at all. It doesn't even matter who. We all know that everyone has been affected. Being productive was a way that I felt useful in my life, and just being forced to sit down, not being able to do anything, it sucked. Getting to know what you personally need builds self-awareness, and the more aware you are of yourself, the more peace you'll have, the more control you'll have over your feelings and your actions, and so on. Speaking about actions and feelings, boundaries has become such a big deal for me. Like, I tend to care for others more than I care for myself. I was also very self-cautious about people judging me or calling me sensitive or saying I'm overreacting or being dramatic about things. At the end of the day, if I feel like you're being disrespectful, I'm gonna let you know. If I feel like you're wasting my time, you can no longer waste my time anymore. Goodbye. I have every right to leave. It doesn't matter where or with who. I treat myself the way I want to be treated, and I have a standard to how I want people to treat me. If people have respect for you, then they respect your boundaries. It's that simple. So if I felt like someone was overstepping boundaries or literally ignoring what I said, then they don't respect me, and I'm just really big on boundaries now. I've also started seeing a therapist this year. It has helped a lot. If you're really big on psychology, love languages, improving who you are as a person, then I highly recommend that you take the Enneagram test. Even reading my own results, it was a hard pill to swallow because I couldn't believe how true and honest it was. It was mind-blowing, but it also helped me understand the kind of person I am and why I react to certain things the way that I do. It made way too much sense. I highly recommend that you take it, and when you do, let me know if it helps you. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about is my weight loss journey. If you follow me for a long time, you know that I've done keto, juicing, all of that, but in my last life update, I did say that I'm done. I'm happy that in 9 months, I have kept my word. I have not dieted. I've just been working out, eating healthier, and sometimes even just eating what I want. I know periods are painful for everybody, but I genuinely think my body hates me when I'm on my period. Even when my period is over, I start ovulating and my body goes crazy with hormones. It causes weight gain, it causes bloating, it causes water retention. So I've just learned to stop stepping on that scale. I've learned to stop pressuring myself to be a certain weight and to be small all the time. It is just not working. A lot goes into it, including genetics. It all finally clicked to me this year that I am tired. Every now and then I do detox because detoxing is good for your body. When you're drinking alcohol, eating fast food, going out to eat a lot, sometimes it's good to just cleanse your body. My current goal with my weight loss journey is that by my next life update, I'm toned, I'm healthier, and I'm just maintaining my weight. And I'm on the right track to that. The next thing I want to talk about is YouTube. So I'm officially past 500,000 subscribers. Everyone that knows me personally will tell you, like, you know, it's a good accomplishment. I'm so proud of myself, but it's not even what keeps me going. My whole mission with YouTube was, one, to help people do their hair, gain confidence, put together some outfits, but it was also important for me to share my life as a young, modern Christian woman. 4 years ago when I started, I was constantly shamed for having long hair, fake nails, which I currently don't have, a beat face all the time, and constantly being told, like, you're not this, you're not that, a Christian is supposed to be like this. And at the end of the day, like, anybody that knows me knows I love God. There's nothing in my life that I don't give him credit for. There's no aspect of my life that he's not involved in. I wanted young girls and women like me to feel like they had somebody they could watch who wasn't cursing, talking about nonsense, being a bad influence, and just enjoying hair, enjoying beauty, enjoying music. And let me tell you, it's a very vulnerable place to be so outward with your Christianity because people just see it as an open window to judge you. But you know, that's why I started my platform. It was never for the attention. It was never for the free stuff, but the free stuff is nice. But it was never for the fame of it. It was just to do what I do and call it a day. Having a huge platform is a big responsibility, and it comes with a lot. It gives people I've never met a reason to talk badly about me, spread rumors about me. It's made it harder for me to make real friendships. It made it hard for me to date. Guys would follow me on Instagram and be like, why do you have 100,000 followers? Like, what do you do? So, you know, it definitely pulled me out of the lifestyle I was used to and put me in a different lifestyle. And that's why I hate when people are like, oh, you asked for this, when you're getting bullied, trolled, getting thousands of messages, answering the same questions, being stressed out with this platform. People are like, oh, you asked for it. No, I did not. For growing YouTubers, like, it can happen any day to where your platform just blows up. And you know, there's no training on how to deal with things, and every mistake you make is on record. There's no rule and regulation to how it goes. You know, you just learn as you go. I wear my flaws on my sleeve, but it gives people a reason to talk dirt in my comments, to tear me down. For the first time ever in my whole YouTube journey, I feel like I'm finally finding my place and how I should use my platform. And yes, I make mistakes. Yes, I'm not perfect, but I'm owning it. I'm learning to accept the lifestyle that this has created for me and making the best of it. While we're on this topic, I do want to warn you guys, those of you who own a business, content creators, there are sickos impersonating influencers and they're scamming companies and brands out of free products. It's been happening for months. I just didn't know how to go about it. I didn't want to say anything because then I would be giving other desperate people the idea to scam as well. But I feel like by raising awareness, I can also help businesses to be aware. Double check the email that's emailing you. Double check the influencer that's trying to work with you. Make sure you're talking to who you think you're talking to so you do not get scammed. I've been having brands reach out to me like, hey, when are we getting the video? We sent your products months ago. And I'm like, you did not send it to me. Like, someone scammed you. So you guys just be careful. This next update is about schools. You guys, when I announced that I had withdrawn from school, did you see all these people just had so much to say about, you're so dumb, like why would you drop out of school? Your whole life is gonna fall apart. It's one thing when 5 people tell you, but imagine getting hundreds of comments just telling you you're gonna fail. Oh, that only fueled me to make this work. When I look back to what I was going through, there's no way I would have what I have right now or be where I am right now if I had stayed in school. My goal is not to encourage anybody to drop out. My goal is to, one, just tell my story, okay? But I want to end the narrative that you're useless if you do not finish college. That is a narrative that I was told a lot, like your life is gonna fall apart, you're not gonna succeed, God forbid. The way I just stayed prayed up and just continue working on my goals, and I'm very, very happy with my decision. To graduate from college, some people more than once, is a very, very big accomplishment. If what you need to accomplish in life requires you to go to school, go to school. But that's only something that you can know. Don't let anybody tell you what they think you should do. I'd rather make a mistake and know it was my own doing, because then I can be angry with myself. Then I could forgive myself. Then I'll understand why I did it. But when you do something because other people told you to do it and you make a mistake, you cannot blame anybody for yourself. If you're gonna make a mistake, at least let it be on your own accord and not because other people pressured you into doing it. Period. I still have my list of New Year's resolutions. I wrote this on December 31st, 2019, and I told myself by December 31st, 2020, I will accomplish these goals. There is power in the tongue. There is power in your word. What you write down has power, especially when you do it by faith. Guys, I wrote down 10 goals. 10 goals I had for this year, short-term and long-term goals. When you're setting goals for yourself, it's important that they are attainable, but also daring. Don't play it safe with God. Let him know what you genuinely want on your heart. And before recording this video, I took a look at this list and I realized I have accomplished everything on it. And we are in October. But I want you to know that when I wrote it down, I had no idea how I was going to go about it. Everything on this list was something that I was struggling with that seemed impossible. Another thing I wrote down here was to get a new car, and specifically a Mercedes. Guys, I'm not saying all of this to brag. I'm trying to let you know that when I wrote this down, I did not believe. I was writing it down like, why not? And you know, one day I asked myself, why not? Why not? I said, let me see what happens when I actually apply myself and let God in and give up all control. God has surprised me this year, guys. The rest of my goals were all like pretty intimate, so I don't really want to share, but this is stuff I really thought was never gonna happen. The way my life has gone, you guys don't really know my story. But the way my life has gone, I just felt like, yes, I work hard. Yes, I've done well for myself, but good things like this just don't happen to me. And God is so good, and things happen in the right time. Young adulthood is such a weird time for friendships. If you're blessed to have had the same friend since kindergarten, I've been through a lot of toxic relationships, toxic friendships. I've had a lot of growing to do myself. I had a problem holding grudges. Like, if you offended me to my chest, I will hold it against you. The fact that people pass away, the fact that God puts people in your life for a reason, The fact that everybody's not meant to stay in your life the whole time, I guess that's what maturity is, when stuff just starts to click for you. I no longer hold a grudge against anybody. I would say I've made peace with everybody I know. Forgiveness truly is freedom. It's not for the other person. It really is for yourself. Guys, when I tell you I wake up in the morning and I enjoy my day, I move across this earth freely and I have no fears. Like, it's also freeing when you know who to be graceful to, who deserves chances in your life, who makes mistakes and gets to stay. I think I just was having a hard time knowing who to trust, but I can truly say right now I have amazing friends. I'm finally happy with everybody that's in my life. That's a blessing if you didn't know. But if you've kept up with my life updates, you know that's been a struggle for me. Making friends with other influencers was not a goal of mine in my last life update, but I would say I have made genuine connections with other content creators, other beauty influencers who are amazing people. You know who you are. They're not so scary. Some of them are scary, but you know. So the next update is for my relationship. I didn't talk about Carlton too much in my last life update because, you know, I was still keeping our relationship private. Me and him were still, you know, getting to know each other, and being in a relationship is just a lot of getting to know each other. Even married people will tell you, like, the getting to know each other never stops, like, ever. A question I get a lot is how we met. We met in school. There was an event called ASA Weekend. If you're from Texas, then you know what's up. But if you're not from Texas, ASA Weekend stands for African Student Association. Every year, colleges in Texas would come together to network, meet new people, party, share culture, and all of that. The funny thing about ASA Weekend is they're always advertising it like, come on, find your husband, come on, find your wife. But yeah. That's not what I was going for. I was going to slay outfits and just have a little fun. All my friends look forward to going to ASA Weekend every year. So in 2017, I went, and that is where I met Mr. Carlton. He was a very fine boy, and he saw that I was a fine babe, and we had no intentions on dating. It started off as a friendship. If anybody told me years ago that I would be dating Carlton, I would just be wondering how God worked that one out. For 3 years, we FaceTimed very often. Sometimes night after night, day after day. We talked all the time. And you know what's crazy? I always knew Carlton was different. Different from every guy I had ever dated. Like, imagine dating F-boys and then talking to your friend who is just an absolute angel. Carlton is an angel. And this is coming from me. Even he himself, all the babes he was talking to, I'm sure I'm the best. As we got older, we both got so busy and we talked less and less, and eventually we didn't even talk at all. We would catch up every now and then, but we just weren't talking anymore. And one day he just sent me a message on Instagram. He sent me a picture of us when we had first met and when we were FaceTiming in the beginning, and you know, our conversation opened back up from then. And me, I was bold. I called him and I was like, Carlton, can I ask you a question? And he said, what? I said, do you like me? He said, yes. I said, like, have before or have now? And he said, always. I said, bro, now lie. Why would you how come you didn't say it on your own? Like, why did I have to ask you? He said he's always liked me. And I was so confused. By that time, I'd already, you know, dated some people, taken my year of singleness, dated again, gotten it wrong, and I was just in a very confusing state. I didn't want anything to do with anybody. To hear him say that he always liked me, that meant a lot, because we just never said it. I always thought he was so handsome. I always thought he was a good guy. I don't know, it's like God literally just took the blindfolds right off, and I guess he was just waiting for a good time to make that move. He definitely made his intentions known. Like, not only do I like you, but you gonna be my wife. And I was like, I think it's easy. Do you think it's easy? But, you know, even my friends can testify. Since day one, Carlton has been the most romantic, the most respectful, the most thoughtful, the most caring man ever. Anyways, I wish he himself had a big platform so he can sit on a couch and talk about me. But you know, since I'm the one with the platform, you guys already see how amazing I am. I always knew the guy that takes me, he's very lucky. The guy that gets to date me, he's very lucky. Me and Carlton are both very lucky to have each other. Good men don't just fall from the sky. I really do feel like men suck. Men suck very bad. But I'm looking forward to, you know, living out the rest of our lives together. I love you. Oh my gosh. Yeah. A question I get a lot and I want to talk about is why it was important for me to be single. What a heavy question. When I decided to be single for a year, the amount of time, I literally just came up with it random. I said, how long do I want to be single? A year. It gave me a space to not be distracted. It gave me a space to realize who I am and what exactly I want. If what I want and need does not exist, I'm very okay being single for the rest of my life. And my mom was like, God forbid, what do you want me to do? Like, I'm not gonna marry someone who's going to make my life miserable, make my life hard. I don't believe that that's what God has intended for marriage and for love. I really do feel like marriage is meant for your best friend. And Carlton is my other half. Before dating him, I wasn't getting that. I wasn't dating people who deserve to be with me. And multiple times I tried to go without dating someone. And then I would meet someone nice and be like, you know what, let me give it a try. And then figure out like, this is a waste of time. It got very tiring. I was losing energy. And I said, you know what? If I keep doing the same thing the same way over and over, that is insanity. How about I do something different? I had to be intentional. I had to say, you know what, Sophia? Nada for a whole year. Nothing for a whole year. It was great. I would say I would do it again, but I wouldn't put Carlton through that. Like, I'm very happy. But I suggest it to anyone. If you just feel like you're at a place where you've tried, take a year off. What can it hurt? Literally, when I came out of that year, Carlton did not fall from the sky. I talked to someone else. To this day, that was the worst person I have ever encountered. That was the most toxic situation. That was the worst I had ever been treated. That was the lowest I had ever gone. And it made me ask myself, Sophia, so what did you learn in that year? I prayed to God and I was like, what was all this for? Why did I have to go through that? Is this a game? Out of pure curiosity, I asked Carlton, have you ever or do you like me? He was very romantic, intentional, gentle with me, patient with me. Come on! Woo! Yeah. So I hope that answers the question of why it was important for me to take that single year off. I talked for so long about that, but I feel like it's a very important topic and people aren't transparent enough about it. So I want to summarize this all by saying relationships are hard work and not everyone is worth the work. Okay. I want you guys to meet someone very special to me. Give me 1 second. Hello. Hi. Oh, look how small you are, Mama. Thank you. I got a puppy, guys. Her name is Cartier. I had to put her away because it's a lot of lights and stuff and she's just like, she's only 9 weeks old, guys. I recorded a new puppy video and I'm also gonna record a puppy haul so you guys can see what I feed her, everything I bought for her accommodations. Like, she's so spoiled. If you follow me for a long time, then you know I had a puppy before about 2 years ago and his name was Chase. He was a cute white and black dog. Things really got hard when my new roommates moved in. Me having him was just adding to all the conflict that was already going on in the house. On top of that, my school schedule was long. Like, I would be gone from 8 a.m. some days to 6 p.m. And as a puppy, he needed a lot. So I would come back from school. You guys know university is stressful. And then to make it worse, I was traveling a lot and I would pay for dog sitters to watch him. And I had reason to believe that they weren't treating him well. It just got to a point where I had to let down my pride and be like, hey, if he could be with a better family. You know, I just wanted to do what was best for him, but he's with a nice family. They're very well off and they have a whole bunch of kids. I visited him 1 month after selling him and he was so in love with that family. So that made me happy. Miss Macbeth, if you're watching this, thank you for all your help with Chase. But yeah. 2 years later, I decide, you know, I'm in a better situation. I live by myself. I've had her for about 2 weeks and I absolutely love her. Like, she's really active, but she's such a smart little girl and I'm happy that I have the means to spoil her and give her everything that she needs and be available to spend time with her. It's just a better situation overall. But yeah, guys, this is where I'm currently at in my life. One word I have for this year is growth. Like, so much growth. Though this year has been so hard, like, it's crazy how much we've accomplished given all the odds that were against us. Thank you so much for your support and keeping up. I really appreciate it. I love you all. You guys stay safe and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Once again, thank you to Thrive Market for sponsoring this video. They sell very nice things. Click the link in my description box to see for yourself. And when you join, choose a membership that best fits your lifestyle. And if this is your first time here ever, like ever, make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss another upload. And if you see me before, why don't you follow me on Instagram? Why? Follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter, keep in touch on Snapchat, and yeah, that's all my platforms. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.